My brothers, good morning. Buenos dias. You like that? Hope everybody's having a good day. Hope everybody's having a great day. Another day retained. Another day just living the life, man. Knowing you're on the right path, knowing you're growing and ascending. Don't need to be confused anymore. Don't need to live in doubt and fear. We're being taken care of, man. The universe is taking care of us. God is taking care of us on this path. We're on the highest path possible for a man. Hope you guys are doing well wherever you're at in the world. It's a beautiful day here in sunny North Carolina in the United States, where I happen to dwell for now. But yeah, man, just want to get on here. Got to do a video every day, man. Every day. We got to keep it going. Got to keep the power rising. Got to keep the motivation going. You know what I'm saying? We all motivate each other. We're all here to lift each other up and encourage each other and help each other go on our path, you know? So yeah, let's get into it, man. Semen retention. Feeling good, man. Feeling good. We're over 2 weeks in, over half a month. And man, it's a beautiful journey. It's a beautiful thing. Got darkness rising up, got bad times, you know what I'm saying? But they're really good times because once we get through them, then we ascend even higher. And we integrate those energies, you know what I'm saying? So lots of transmutation, lots of reflection, lots of activity. And we're doing the thing, you know? We're doing it. If you guys are struggling right now, just keep going, man. Keep stick to your practices, you know, stick to your fundamentals. And continue to go inside, continue to integrate the energies that are trying to rise up in you, that need to be seen, that need to be acknowledged, that need to be felt through. Make sure you do that, man. We're not running anymore, you know? We're the king on the throne that observes and takes everything that comes his way. You know, we're not distracting ourselves anymore from reality, distracting from our true being, from the depths of our soul, you know what I'm saying? We want to go down there, we want to explore it, we want to rip that Band-Aid open, you know what I'm saying? Because past all that healing is the man that we dream of being, is the man that we, in our imagination, in our dreams, in our visions, that's the man. That's how we get to be that man, is by facing the darkness, by facing ourselves, facing all the negative things that have been dropped on us throughout our whole life. And so I wish you the best in doing that, brother. It's not an easy process, but it's worth it. So we just keep it going. This is the highest path, man, the highest path of growth. Every day can be a good day. Every day can be a better day. You know what I'm saying? There's just an energy that rises in us that wants us to create, that wants us to build, that wants us to build a better life for those around us. You know what I'm saying? Make things better for those around us. And I think that's ultimately the higher purpose of SR. You know what I'm saying? We talk about a lot of the times, you know, the physical benefits. We talk about the attraction, female attraction, the magnetism, law of attraction, all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's it going to do for us? And that's all great stuff. You know what I'm saying? We need that for sure. And there's no doubt to that. You know what I'm saying? In terms of physical benefits, you know, I've had many in terms of like severe IBS going away. You know what I'm saying? I used to have a very upset stomach, you know what I'm saying, all the time. And it was very sensitive. So, you know, any kind of junk food I ate, any kind of anything that was a little too greasy, that kind of thing, like it would ruin the day for me, you know what I'm saying? And so that's really, a lot of that has really healed up and cleared up. And I feel much better because of it. And not only that, but, you know, my nails grow faster, my hair grows faster, my skin looks better than it did before, you know what I'm saying? My eyes have more life in them. These are just things I noticed about myself along the way. Even injuries heal faster for me. And like pain is more, you can sustain more pain, you know what I'm saying? Just some things I've noticed. But yeah, just overall, the system, the body, the digestive system, the nervous system, everything slowly starts to come back in alignment and on track. And we really don't have to work for it. You know, we want to, you know, pick and choose what we put in our bodies as best as we can to the best of our ability. You know, we want to get some exercise, move around, you know, make sure we're not consuming things that are negative for us, that'll have negative effects on us. You know, want to make sure we're not getting in too bad of dopamine loops or too much scrolling, stuff like that. Like, there's things we can do like that. But at the end of the day, man, if we take care of retaining, if we take care of overcoming these urges, you know what I'm saying, and sitting with our lust and integrating this energy and not falling to our lower nature, everything else really begins to line up and take care of itself. And so you'll notice that as the weeks go on, the body just feels cleaner. It feels like it's operating to its optimal capacity. You know what I'm saying? It's optimal settings. And it just kind of keeps going like that over time. And you begin to feel your intuition tell you, hey, maybe you should start eating this. Maybe let's start doing this kind of activity. Let's start, like, your intuition will really start to kick in and feed you things to start doing that'll make your experience even better. That'll help your body to come even more in line. Maybe a supplement to take, you know what I'm saying? For me, that I kind of went down like a dark road with supplements. Like, for most of my life, I would always, or for a lot of it, like when I was really deep in the darkness, I would constantly be on like Reddit, on the internet, like just going on rabbit holes of what supplements are going to make my life better. Like what supplements were going to change everything and like give me energy and stuff like that. And so supplements for me, I might come back to them later, but I really had to take a break from it and a pause on that because I put too much into them before, you know what I'm saying? And I'm at a place now where I'm really thankful that I don't have to take any supplements or anything like that. Like I've found the elixir to life, I've found my path, and it doesn't include taking anything external. You know what I'm saying? This is all an internal process. This is all an internal alchemy, so to speak. So yeah, but the physical benefits are there, man. Muscle strength, even eating. I found even I have less desire for food. I have less desire to constantly be eating food. Before, food is a big thing for me. That was a big coping mechanism. I'd always look forward to like ice cream every night, and I always look forward to like junk food every night. You know what I'm saying? And I would always try to do intermittent fasting. I would always try it, but without the SR piece, without retaining, it was very hard for me. I would crumble very quickly. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't have that willpower to keep going. It felt very excruciating for me. And so with the SR piece, once you start retaining, it helps your body. Like I guess your body just uses nutrients in a more efficient way. You're not wasting anything. So your body's not constantly needing to consume more. There's that, as well as just your desire for food to cope goes down. You know what I'm saying? So I had a lot of people making fun of me for saying that too. Man, that's just the way I talk, dude. Before my videos, like when I first started my channel, people would make fun of that, and I would really try not to say it in my videos, but then it just is not genuine for me. And so you're gonna get a couple know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? So man, you just gotta bear with me, bro. But where were we? Oh yeah, with the eating. And so now intermittent fasting is a lot easier for me, and it's actually enjoyable. There's actually times throughout the day where I get this like little just window of clean, pure energy. You know what I'm saying? And you just feel like your body is just very clean. You know what I'm saying? And you just get an energy that's very, I don't know, it's different. It's the fasting energy. And so yeah, and then like I don't know, it's not like you're. Before, I would just be like counting down the time. Okay, when's my 16-hour window? When's my 18-hour window done? Counting down the time. Okay, then I eat, and then I gorge. You know what I'm saying? And that's not the way. Like I found a better way now to where when I come up on that 16-hour window, that 18-hour window, like I'm just ready to eat. You know what I'm saying? But it's not like it wasn't excruciating to get there. I might have to there might be a little bit of discipline involved, but it wasn't excruciating. You know what I'm saying? And so that's a much better place for me to be. It's much more organic than to try to like really force fasting. And so that's some of my experience. And so, yeah. And then, I've talked about the mental health benefits of SR as well, with being, a clearer mind, less anxiety, less fear. These things, you notice these energies come up, these things come up, but they don't take you over as much. There's space there. You know what I'm saying? There's strength to face it and see it for what it really is. And that's when you begin to work on it. That's when you begin to face it. That's when it begins to fade. And so, overall, man, there's just, the difference on SR is you just feel a confidence in you. You feel energy in you that makes you more confident, that makes you, makes a lot of that fear go away, a lot of the anxiety go away. You just feel more capable as a man. You feel more powerful, you know what I'm saying? And so a lot of these things that used to bog you down, overthinking and fear, anxiety and depression, all that stuff, those things naturally lift away because you are building power. You just feel more capable as a man. I know when I was really locked in depression, anxiety before, I would always get so wrapped up in overthinking and just so immobilized, really, because I didn't feel capable to do a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? I didn't feel like a capable man. And so when situations and challenges arose in my life, I didn't feel like I had the strength to face it. And so I would just be constantly worried about things I have to face, about things that would happen, because what if I didn't have the energy to make it through? What if I couldn't face that? What if I couldn't make the best decision in that situation? there's just all that was an issue for me for a long time. And so, I'm just here to say that SR clears a lot of that stuff up, and the work that comes with SR, and that retaining this power, retaining this energy, and raising it up, and circulating it throughout the body, and letting the body be nourished by this sexual energy, by this chi, this jing, this ojas. It's really a key factor in a lot of mental health issues, a lot of things you may be facing, a lot of barriers in your life. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things that may be weighing down, a lot of heaviness that might be interfering with your life. And so I just want to encourage you with that. But you have all these benefits of SR, and man, that's another thing too, is memory, bro. Oh man, dude. For all of my life, I've had the worst memory, bro. Like I've like short-term memory loss, like crazy. Even long-term memory, like I don't remember much from my childhood, and that's something I'm still working through. You know what I'm saying? There's stuff that's starting to come online. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm becoming more whole in my mind. You know what I'm saying? So my memory is coming back. There's things from childhood I'm starting to remember, that kind of thing. But for most of my life, man, it was just like a blank slate up there, dude. And I would go through situations and stuff like that, and it's like my brain wouldn't be able to recall it for next time. There's just such a disconnect, man. The neurons weren't firing. You know what I'm saying? The connections were not made in the brain, because I started PMOing at a very young age, and so I think it really interfered with my brain development and my brain growth, as well as just things that happen in childhood. So, but yeah, man, it's the memory. My memory is getting better, and I've noticed that as well. And so with this, I can remember what points I'm talking about and come back to it. Whereas maybe you can notice my earlier videos, I kind of just go off on a lot of tangents. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of just go everywhere, and I don't come back and circle back to the point, And so the point that I'm making is the higher reason for SR. You know what I'm saying? The higher purpose, the higher destiny, which is to become a man that makes life better for those around him, that protects those around him, that keeps them safe from danger, but that ultimately improves the lives of those around him. That's the highest path. That's the highest call. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's why God loves this journey for us so much, and that's why He blesses us on this journey so much, is because that's really what it forms us. That's really what it creates us into being, as a man that takes care of those around him, and takes care of that, a man whose surroundings become more important to him than himself. In terms of his needs and desires. I'm not saying like don't take care of yourself. I'm saying like we have to take care of ourselves. We have to build this energy. We have to be selfish with our energy for a little bit. But I'm saying ultimately it allows us to become a man where we're looking out for others. Others' well-being and safety, and others' needs become more important than our own. At a point down the road, we become that saint, that warrior, that king down the road. That has a lot of responsibility, that has people to take care of. And so I hope that made sense. But basically, I talked before about, in the future when things change, what I'm saying, there's going to be a need for men to rise up. There's going to be a need for men who are courageous and brave, and who are strong, and are not seduced by pleasure, and not seduced by the darkness. You know what I'm saying? Men who stand up, and men who protect those around them at the cost of themselves, and men who, take care of those who are in tragedy and crisis. And so that's what I think this journey is bringing us. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I believe, like, no matter what you believe, no matter if you're a Christian, if you're a Muslim, if you're a Jew, if you are an atheist, you know what I'm saying? I think this journey does the same thing in all of us, where it helps us have a heart more for people. It helps us it gives us that masculine desire to help those around us. You know what I'm saying? You see a need, you meet it. You see a situation, you solve it. You know what I'm saying? We go away from, oh, well, that's their fault, that's their problem. You know what I'm saying? We go more into action mode of, no, I want to do something about that. You know what I'm saying? That's not right. I'm going to do something about that. I'm going to fix that. I'm going to change that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to make life better for this person. And yeah, man, big things coming, boys. There's a lot of big things coming, a lot of big changes coming in the world. But we don't have to be scared. We don't have to be in fear. We don't have to be anxious. We don't have to be questioning anything. We don't have to be confused. We don't have to be in doubt. All we have to do is harness this energy within, is take care of this energy, contain it, and really work on ourselves in the way that we're leaking it, really plug up all those leaks, and just become the most solid man we can right now. And the beautiful thing about this journey is that, like I said, as long as we retain and kind of the work around that, Everything else is taken care of. Everything else is taken care of. Protect your energy, and your energy will take care of you. It will protect you. So, brothers, I love y'all. Hope you have a great Sunday. Hope you have a great weekend. Wherever you're at, man. Post what day you're on. Post wherever you're at in your streak. You know, if you don't count days, that's cool. Whatever you want to do, man. You know, we don't need to get in all these arguments of, oh, don't count days or count days, whatever. Like, whatever helps you, man. Whatever. That's ultimately it. That's the key premise of walking your own path. You know what I'm saying? Do what works for you. Some people don't like to count days. Some people do like to count days. It really helps them. You know what I'm saying? Do what works for you, man. And so post where you're at in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Let's motivate each other. Let's encourage each other. Let's keep each other going on this path because, man, it's the most important thing. And, you know, I think a lot of this SR community, I love the SR community, you know what I'm saying? But I think there's some ditches we're falling into, you know, with belief systems, and this is the right way and this is the wrong way. And, you know, oh, you should be doing this, this, and this, and this is be the perfect routine, and, you know, all this kind of stuff. And then the female attraction and all that. You know what I mean? I'll go off on a big rant here, but let's just keep this a pure place, man, where we just encourage each other, lift each other up, no matter what we believe, bro, no matter what our background is. We're just men growing together. You know what I'm saying? God has a big purpose for each of us. And I believe he's weaving us together right now so we can stand together and become stronger, because there's becoming more and more voices in this world. There's becoming more and more distraction in this world, more and more noise. And right now we just got to lock in. We stick together, you know, stick with the ones that are just really focused on this path, you know what I'm saying? And want to grow and want to change and not get bogged down by the stimulation, not get bogged down by the politics, the religion, any of that stuff, man. Brothers, I love you. Take care. Let's get it.